finally come to see me. Well, of course I know who you are. I know everything there is to know about everyone in this town. Come, come, let me look at you. This I can work with. Is that box what I think it is? You went to see Natalia first, didn't you? Fine. Give it here. If you survive this year's ball, do not make that mistake again. Yes, well, I suppose she did get it right. Although, unfortunately for you, that means it will be difficult for you to remain a wallflower if you had intentions to do so. And I very much doubt that those were her intentions. She has a bit of a bleeding heart when it comes to the new ones in town. I, on the other hand, do not. Shall we get started? Let me just put this down. What was that? No, darling, I'm not changing. I can do everything I need to in this. Well, of course, it's not practical for a seamstress, but I am no ordinary seamstress. Now, tell me what you would wear when you dress up. Well, of course, you've never been to this type of party. Just tell me what you'd wear to a party. Yes, that won't do it all. You see, it is very difficult. I know everybody's body shape in town, their styles, and everything that looks good on them, color-wise, but not the new ones. Well, I guess we'll have to start from the beginning. Let me grab my notebook. First, I'll need to measure your entire body. Well, we don't know what sort of design we'll end up with. I'll need all of the measurements to ensure creative freedom. Now then, do you have any preferences between suits, skirts, dresses, kilts? And what about colors? I see. And patterns versus solid colors? Mm-hmm. Well, let's not rule anything out just yet. Anything goes in the name of fashion, but of course I'll keep your preferences in mind. Let me just grab my measuring tape. Now then, darling, for all of these measurements, I'll have to be a bit familiar with you. You don't mind a bit of touching, do you? Good. Now, let me see. First, I think I'll measure across your chest. Alright, and then let me measure beside your neck down to about mid-chest. Alright, and then around your neck. Did Natalia tell you to say that? No? And then you pick up on things rather quickly. That's a good trait to have around here. Darling, I know you're under the protection of Mr. Dobrov. I'm merely measuring your neck in case I make something with a high collar. Let me just... I see. Alright. Some of these measurements will be easier to get from around the back, so I'll be moving around you throughout all of them, okay? Okay. Alright, and let me get your shoulder horizontally across your shoulder, like that, and then let me get about middle your neck horizontally down across to the end of your shoulder. Let me just get alright, and let me come back around. And next, I'm going to measure from the top of your shoulder down to your waist. And can you hold your arm out just a little? Not like this, just like that. Perfect. Alright, and I'm going to measure from the top of your shoulder down to your wrist. And then around your bicep. Around your forearm. And your wrist by your cuff size. Yes, these are for your sleeve sizes. Alright, and then let me a couple more from the back. And this will be for your blazer length. It'll be from the base of your neck to the top of your hip. And then I'll do a base of your neck to about mid-thigh. Okay. And then let me reach around you. Get your natural waist. Alright. And now, let me get around your hips. Alright. And that's okay. Okay, and then your hip line from the top of your hip to the bottom. Alright, and then your inseam, just like grind to your ankles. And your outseam, your ankles to your hips. Around the mid-thigh. And around your knee. And around your calf. And your ankle. Alright. Let me put my measuring tape back and write down these measurements. Now, where's my mirror? For this next part, darling, I like to play a little game. Oh, don't look at me like that. It'll be fun. For me, mostly. Maybe not for you. Now take this mirror. And I'm going to lay 2 pieces of fabric over your chest. And you're going to guess which one looks better on you. And then I'll tell you if you're right. Now the key here, darling, is to not allow your opinion of the color judge whether it looks good on you or not. Ready? Fabulous. First I'll need to pin your hair back a little and drape. Yes, I'm gonna drape some white fabric over your shirt. We wouldn't want what you're wearing to interfere with our analysis. And I'm just going to lay this white fabric over your clothes. Let me just put that right here and tuck it into your collar a bit. I don't want any of your shirt showing. And then let me take these bobby pins, put your hair back, and one more ought to be good. Get this last one, pin this side back, just like that. Fabulous. Now, for this first set of tests, we're determining whether you have warm, cool, or neutral undertones. Warm undertones have yellow, peach, golden hues, while cool undertones have their hints of red and pink and blue hues. And then naturally, a neutral undertone has a mix of warm and cool hues. Yes. Alright, let me get the two first fabrics. Alright, first we're testing white and lace. So I'm just gonna lay this on top, cover your neckline, and how do you know if a color looks good on you? You're looking for the color that brings brightness under your eyes and in your cheeks, and shows more color in your lips. You want your face to look freshly washed and with a healthy glow. Your overall appearance should be bright, clean, healthy, crisp. Understand? Fabulous. Now I'm just going to hold this up and take a look in the mirror. And then I'll take this one away. Again. This one. Or that one. The white. Very good. A point for you. Now, let's see how you do in the next test. Alright, and now we have Azure and Resort Blue. And there. And now I'm going to hold this one up to you. Alright, and I'll take it away. Bring it back. And take it away. This Resort Blue does, in fact, make your skin look brighter. Another point for you. Good job. And now I have this evergreen and this basil. And just lay that up there. And now the colors. This one or that one. Again. This one or that one. One more time. This one or that one. No, dear. No. This basil makes you look sickly. No. A point for me. And next we have this pumpkin color and this sangria color. Now, let me just put that there. And now, this one or that one. This one or that one. Yes, the pumpkin color. Although it was pretty obvious. A point for you, though I am being generous. And now we have this blush and this flamenco. And just put that there. And now hold this up. Take it away. This one or that one. No, dear. This blush makes you look very washed out. A point for me. And finally, for this test, we have beach and cocoa. Let's put that. And hold this up. Alright, so this one or that one. This one or that one. Look at your under eyes. This beach makes them look much darker. No, darling, a point for me. Now, I'm going to tally up your score. Let's see. You had white, and that was cool toned. And resort blue, which was warm toned. And evergreen, that basil was dreadful on you. That was cool toned. And pumpkin was too easy. Was warm toned. I have a mind to take that point back from you, but I won't. Flamingo. And cocoa. Cocoa. And that was cool toned. The flamingo was warm toned. It looks like you are a neutral. Lucky you. This means that you have both warm and cool undertones, remember? So, instead of determining which season that you fall in, spring, summer, autumn, winter, because you can wear colors out of each of the seasons, and that's why it's lucky, we're going to determine whether you look better in bright or muted tones. Yes. Now let's start with these two. We have nautical and the azure we tried earlier. No. Yes, of course, we're still playing the game, darling. Now tell me, this one or that one? This one or that one? The azure. Very good. A point for you. Just take that. And now we have envy and parakeet. Put that there and This one. Or that one. This one. Or that one. Definitely the envy, my dear. Parakeet makes you look sickly. A point for me. And now we have ginger and sunrise. Edges. Like that. And then fold this up. This one. Or that one. This one. Or that one. No, darling. It's definitely the ginger. I believe you are allowing your opinion of the colors to sway your answers. I warned you against that. Now I am winning. What happens if I win? Nothing much, but if you win, I shall be fairly impressed, and I shall give you a small gift to help you through the ball. Now you are getting serious. Let's see how you do. There's only 2 more. Now, this one should be easy. I will be disappointed in you if you get it wrong. This is pink topaz, and this is the blush from earlier. Ready? Put this here. Now hold it up. This one, or that one. Yes, good. Definitely the pink topaz. A point for you. And finally, we have beech and walnut. Now, as a warning, this is your last shot. We are tied. Now, this one, or that one, this one, or that one. Good. Definitely the walnut. I'm impressed. Very well, you win. I shall retrieve your gift from the back before you leave. Now, let me take your hair down. Just get both of those. There you are. And the white drape over your around your neck. There we go. And I'll take the mirror back from you, darling. Yes, alright. So, very nice. Let me put these things down. Now then, darling, for your final tally, let's see, you had azure, which is bright, and envy, which is muted, and ginger, which is muted, and pink topaz, which is bright, and walnut, which was muted. So then you lean towards the muted colors, but it's a very close call, so we won't rule out bright colors for your outfit for the ball. So, let me just put this away and we'll move on. Okay. Now then, darling, that we have all of that information, let's play in fabric. This is my favorite part. Now, tell me, how much do you know about fabric? I see. Well, let me introduce you to some of this year's contenders. I need to grab some from the bag. Now, let's start with a fabric you've most likely felt before. It's called satin. Here, you can feel it's smooth and cool to the touch. It's luxurious and has a slippery quality to it. Notice how it has a sheen. It kind of shimmers and shifts in the light. It gives it a rich, elegant look. Some fabrics are rough or textured, but satin is incredibly smooth. Yes? That's due to the way that it is woven. The threads lie very flat and close together. You see, this fabric flows and drapes beautifully. It creates these elegant curves and folds. I have this fabric in many colors. Let me show you. Satin can be made from a variety of materials, including silk, polyester, and nylon. Each will have a slightly different drape and feel, but they all share the same characteristics of smoothness and sheen. I have these solid colors here, but I also have some patterns. Let me show you a couple of those. Here I have a leopard print polyester satin. Here, you can touch it. You can see it has a soft stretch. That just means it doesn't stretch very much. The face boasts a smooth hand and a slight luster. It's also slightly translucent. Face. Face just refers to the right side of the fabric. The side of the fabric you want showing when you're making clothing. And too. Okay. It refers to the way the fabric feels when you touch it. Is it soft or rough? Is it smooth or textured? Is it warm or cool to the touch? Does it have any give, or is it stiff? These all contribute to a fabric's hand. Now, this fabric is a medium weight, red and midnight blue skull brocade. It would hide stains well, so we wouldn't have to worry about blood showing too much. Why would you need to hide blood? Well, just in case, cooking. Just in case you cut yourself cooking. Well, I don't know why you would be cooking in your ball clothes, but now you know that you could if you were wearing this fabric. Now then, brocade fabrics are woven on a special jacquard loom that uses multiple weft threads. Those are the threads that run horizontally across the fabric. These extra weft threads are interwoven with the warp. That's the vertical threads, to create the raised patterns. Do you feel that? Now, this particular fabric has a crisp hand due to the polyester in it, but don't worry, the rayon helps soften it. Yes, I did say crisp hand. Well, it will drape, but it will do so stiffly. Think of a fresh, crisp cotton shirt, how it stands away from the body a little bit, rather than clinging to it. That is a crisp hand. How do you feel about this fabric? I see. Okay, on to the next one. These ones. That jacquard weave I was talking about earlier. That creates these little puffs here. This one almost looks like a golden spider web, doesn't it? Now, with a full and flexible drape, but no stretch, I would add a little extra ease to your garments to prevent unnecessary strain on the seams. You will want to move in your outfit during the night, and perhaps quickly. I can give you that at least. Besides, a hunt is no fun if it's over too soon. Anyways, I have more colors in this fabric in the back. Naturally, I would pick the colors and hues and tones that would go not only with your mask, but with your complexion as well. If you were a walking fashion faux pas, I would have a heart attack. Well, if I still had a functional one. No, the most likely outcome would be execution. The Afrimavs love perfection. Anyways, this one see in a monarch butterfly themed outfit, or perhaps something reptilian. What do you think of these fabrics? All right. This fabric gets my imagination going. It screams Art Deco and would be fit for a party at Gatsby's mansion, or in our case, the Aframov's castle. Although, to be honest, that one would be far more opulent. You can see here these opaque sections of the fabric give an intricately embroidered appearance that contrasts with these sheer pathways that kind of wind through the material like a labyrinth. Here, feel it. The drape is semi-structured yet voluminous, and the hand alternates between grainy and sleek. This fabric could easily be an overlay or a peekaboo cutout to your ball clothes. What do you think? On to the next. Let's move on to a different type of fabric. You see, well, yes, darling, we do have many more swatches of fabric to go through. You see, I need a full understanding of the things that you like and what looks good on you. In the future, if you're lucky, I may have many more instances where I can make you clothing. Sit. Now that you mention it, I do recall humans sometimes have a hard time standing for a long period of time. I will get us chairs, but darling, will you be alright? The ball is a lot of standing and maybe a bit of running. Dancing. I meant dancing, of course. Yes. Alright, well, if you're sure, let me just grab that stuff for us. Let me just put this down. Now, where's Kevin? Kevin?
Yes, mistress.
Kevin, bring us some chairs. Our customer's tired.
Right away, mistress.
Now then, darling, are you more comfortable? Good. Mr. Dobrev would not be very happy if you were uncomfortable in my presence. So anyways, as I was saying before, I have here this iridescent sky blue and magenta silk shantung. Let me tell you about this. Shantung is typically made from silk, as this piece is, but it can also be made from cotton or synthetic fibers. It has a subtle sheen, but is not as glossy as satin. The light catches the slubs in the fabric, creating that play of light and shadow. The slubs are the lumps and bumps. They say it has a nubby hand. Do you feel that? The fabric has a crispness to it that gives it body and structure, yet it is pliable, so it drapes beautifully, and it holds its shape well, making it ideal for garments with a more structured silhouette. How do you feel about this fabric? All right. And now I have this rich, deep aubergine color here. Do you see how the light catches on the fabric? What do you think of this color? It feels the same if you'd like to touch it. Alright. And I have two colors to show you here of this floral corded eyelash scalloped edge lace. I have a white and a black, and of course I have more colors in the back. This piece has a variety of netting. You can see here, this has the scalloped edge, but this particular cut swatch of fabric does not. It's more centered. You can see the flowers and the ornate shapes. It's thin and lightweight, so it flows and moves with ease. Also, note that there's a bit of give in the weft. Lace can be made by hand or machine. Handmade lace is created by carefully looping, twisting, and knotting threads with needles or bobbins. Machine lace is produced on a special loom that mimic these same techniques but is much faster. Lace in general can be soft and delicate, or it can be stiff and structured, depending on the thread and the way it's made. Some lace is so fine that it's almost transparent, while other types are more substantial. What do you think of these two? Here, you can touch them as well. All right. And take a look at this silk crepe. It is a graphic chain mail design printed over a black crepe background. It has a slightly pebbly texture to it and is somewhat transparent. It's light and airy. There, feel that. You can see a subtle sheen, and the crinkled texture adds depth and dimension. Silk crepe is incredibly lightweight and drapes wonderfully. It flows and moves with the body. What makes silk crepe? Oh, you have such interesting questions. Silk crepe. the most crucial element is how the yarn itself is made. Silk crepe uses yarns that are highly twisted. This creates a kind of internal tension in the yarn, and these twisted yarns are then woven into the fabric. Typically using a plain weave, that's your normal over-under, rather than a satin weave, which has fewer wefts than a plain weave. The combination of the high twist in the yarns and the weaving process creates that crinkled, pebbled surface. The yarns want to untwist, but the weave holds them in place, resulting in the characteristic crepe texture. Would you like to feel it again? It feels very interesting, doesn't it? How do you feel about this fabric? Alright. Next, we have this navy metallic velvet. You can see the pile runs in one direction. And the light catches in different ways depending on how the fabric hits it. It's very fluid and it moves gracefully. Here, you feel this. What do you think? Alright. Darling, look at this black wood grain faux Persian lamb fur. I did say faux, don't panic. Oh, it is ever so soft. You feel that? Its rippling pattern plays with the light to provide a brilliant sheen across its face. Medium weight and without stretch. Note that this fabric offers one directional pile. What does that mean? Well, all the fibers lie in the same direction, much like the navy metallic velvet from earlier. This creates a distinct look and feel that changes depending on which way you brush your hand across it. Did you feel the difference? You want to feel it again? Yes. How do you feel about this one? Alright. Let's move on to some suiting fabrics in case we decide a suit is more appropriate. This is a wool, silk, and linen suiting. You can see that it's navy blue with baby blue chalk stripes. The drape is malleable and softly tactile in hand, which lends itself well to structured garments. Yeah, what do you think? Yes, right. This gray Super 160 wool suiting is ultra soft in hand and has a very nice drape. Super 160 refers to the thread count. So the higher the number, the more soft the fabric feels. And this one feels marvelous. Here. Just wonderful. The nice thing about this fabric being a little more on the subtle side is that the focus will be on your rather unfortunately fabulous mask. And that will leave the suit available for you to wear at other events through the year should you survive the ball. Here. You like it still. All right. Now, we have gone through all of the fabrics for this year's ball. Were there any that stood out to you, color or texture-wise? Let me take some notes. All right. Go ahead, darling. Keep talking. All right. That one. Really? I didn't think you were such a fan of that one. And what else? Alright. And now remember, dear, I have all of these fabrics in any of the colors that would suit you. So keep in mind the design and colors of your mask. If there's a fabric that you like, but it's not going to work with your mask, I can just find a color of that fabric in the back. So are there any others that come in mind? All right. And then, all right. Any others? No. Well, that gives me a nice list of your preferences. Now, let me just look at you. I know just what I'll make you. Everyone will just want to drink you up. Well, of course, all eyes will be on you. If it makes you feel better, then yes, that is all I meant. It's too late to back out now, darling. You'll look delectable. Now, tell me, how long did it take Natalia to make your mask? She's rusty. I keep wondering when they'll shorten her leash. Come back tomorrow morning. It will fit you perfectly. That I can guarantee. Oh, your gift from earlier. Yes. Let me go grab it. Darling, why didn't you tell me my feathers had fallen flat? Well, here we are. Well, it's a special water. No, you don't drink it. I'll add pockets to your garment, and you can keep it there. You'll use it to deter unwanted attention. Yes. It may not save you, but it may buy you a little time. And perhaps, if you're clever, You may survive. Yes. Yes, here you go. Oh, your mask. Mustn't forget your mask, dear. No. Well, of course I'll be at the ball. I don't do all of this work just because it's expected of me. No, I very much enjoy seeing my art move about the ballroom. You'll soon learn the Aframoff's reach is vast. You'll see soon enough. Welcome to town, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found it relaxing. You may want to turn your volume down at this time, just in case ads play at the end. Take care.